up, y'all? Eric Taylor. Taylor to Coaching is back. After 4 bars, brother, just go in. For you, the roadmap. Education, man. Rhymes are so simple and plain. Going against the grain. It's Ecopleasing, man. The energetic enigma. And I was born the week of the enigma. Give you a little Ecoplease flavor. My second album, True Speaker. Go in. Acid and tomatoes. I'm gonna say see you later. And I'm not the type of cat to ever rock no pink gators. But I'm not a here, but not like Nina Schwarzenegger. That's wifey singing. After 4 bars, brother, just go in. All right, let's get into it. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Eric from Taylor to Coaching. Okay. You can sit over there.
No, it's over here.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
Mel said hi, Eric.
Oh, what's going on, Melly Mel? I was trying to text you back, and then I was like putting up the show and this and that or whatever. So, all right. So basically, this light might be too bright. So Venus is at 0 degrees right now in Taurus. So we're going to talk about that in transit and, you know, what it could be doing in your birth chart or whatever. And astrology. Sorry, just trying to adjust here. I got some agua. I'm so excited. I'm glad some of you came on last night at my first live. I set up the super chat if you want to donate, or you can also go to my PayPal and you could send it as a friend or whatever. Tailored to you coaching at gmail.com for my PayPal if you want to, you know, hook a brother up with anything. I appreciate it. But hold on. And like always, if you want to book services, just hit me up at tailored2coaching@gmail.com. You can visit my website and check out my services. I got a dope blog on Aries season, relationships. And I have another blog on, I think, career and relationship charts, because I do the mini chart for just $35, right? So I am going to be doing, I just decided, I haven't put it on the computer yet, but so, you know, I have the big 3 astrology, just breaking down the sun, moon, and ascendant and the part of fortune, which is like the harmonic energy of those places, right? But I'm going to do for $75 a new service where I'm going to just call it, forget about it, right? I'm going to call it the big 4, all right? Creating something new. I like to make new lanes. Uranus in the 12th house, you know how I do. So your big 3 in astrology is your sun sign, your moon sign, your ascendant, the rising sign, and the north node. So breaking those down, there's no custom video summary. It's not a full birth chart, but breaking those down, if you can just really understand and rock with the big 4, big 3 and north node, you are on your way, you know? And it's just, you know, it's only $75, but listen, anyway, enough about me and my services. How y'all doing? You doing good? What's going on? What they say?
Water Moon Mix. Hey, Eric. This is Fifi from Insta.
What? Oh, Fifi. How you doing? You think I don't remember? I remember. How you feeling? I hope you still cutting and scratching, making your thing pop off. You see, I'm finally starting to do some lives. Hopefully that puts me up in the algorithms. I know, Fifi, you try to give me some good advice or whatever. Because, yeah, I see it too. Like, there's some astrologers who are... And I don't hate. I love what everybody's doing, because we all need to exchange this knowledge and information. Some people bring it to very matter of fact and extremely boring. And when the moon is at 7 degrees, it means this in a spiritual sense. And then you're like, huh, what? You know, and then you got your boy who's this Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, you know, mix. 3 planets in Scorpio, like the stellium in Virgo, got like 5 or 6 placements, including the South Node, Black Moon, Lilith, Mars, Pluto, Mercury, all in Virgo. So you know how I get down. Very grounded, analytical, logical energy. But so yes, astrology is the first calendar. So I think I'm going to start with that, and then questions and stuff like that. Let's start off. Let's look at what else? Who else is that?
Water Moon Mix. Oh man, I'm so excited for you.
Oh yeah, thank you. Listen, I couldn't do this without you guys. I really appreciate all of my subscribers, because I don't know any trick algorithms, and I don't, you know, I ain't paid for any subscribers on Fiverr like people do, I guess, on Twitter and Instagram. Like my 1.25 is literally from grinding, hard work, and just spitting knowledge and the truth to y'all. So that's a reflection of me to you in the exchange of thoughts and knowledge and the truth. And that's what I'm so like happy and just kind of like, I guess, honored about. You know what I mean? Like I had to really earn my YouTube creator stamp of approval or whatever. You know what I mean? Where some people, I don't know, you know. But I'm happy for everybody. Like I'm just that type of person. Like I don't have time. I'm a father of 4 sons, a husband, a son, taking care of a sick mother. I don't have time to hate on anybody else. And that's the thing. Don't allow energy vampires in your life. If people are like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even understand how people have time to hate. Like, you know how like during this whole Trump era and the whole thing on Facebook, like it would always fascinate me how people would have time to go on other people's Facebook pages and spew opposite, opposing, and nothing's wrong with like intelligent debate, but just like opposite, like hateful, like antagonizing stuff. Like you had like people like, I'm like, wow, you got no life. Like you got time to like talk smack on someone else's page. I've never in my life gone on someone else's page to spit negativity on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. I'm just not a hater by nature. My son's in 11th house. So I'm all about the collective and I guess I'm more of a humanitarian. But if you have those hater tendencies, stop it. It's not good. Not good karmic energy. It's not good for your heart, your soul, and your spirit. You understand? You got to be righteous. For real, for real. So who's that? So just popped on.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's set to no.
Yeah. No, because
2 more people joined as well.
Okay. Well, whoever just joined, hello, how you doing? Welcome to the Eric Taylor to You Coaching Experience. No, this is my second live. And so anyway, I don't know if you guys know, and nobody knows the exact year, right? I mean, it could go back to Atlantis, ancient Kemet, 6,000, 8,000 years, but astrology is the first calendar. I hope you like my little logo that I put, on the community or whatever. And I'll put that as the, I got my thumbnail, but maybe I'll put this in the thumbnail later. We'll see. But so break it down like this. The sun is Sunday, right? Sol, sun, Sunday. The moon, luna is Monday. Tuesday, Martes, is Mars. You're getting this, right? Kind of deep. Wednesday, Mercury, miércoles. Thursday, jueves, Jupiter. Shoot your arrows, blessings, fortune, and all that good stuff. Did any of you guys hear my intro music? Did you like the little, after 4 bars, brother, just go in. That's True Speaker, my second album, Complete. The song's called Go In. You didn't hear the beginning. I had a little Jay-Z sample, but I can't play that on here. I don't want nobody coming for your boy, but whatever. You could check it out on my other YouTube page. You can check out my music at E Complete, So E space complete, E Complete, because I complete things. People, bars, rhyme, shine, grind, one of the best of all time. I was such a freestyle beast. Like in college at the University of Maryland, I used to rhyme with like anybody in hip hop used to come down to my radio show before they went to WPGC at Maryland at College Park. And Big Tigger, who did, BET and all the radio stuff, like he's from New York like me. And he used to be, we used to rhyme and stuff together. But other Cannabis, the guy who came out with the TKO Knockout Diss and LL Cool J, me and him used to spit bars and rhyme together in battle couch all over Maryland, DC, at Howard University. You know what I'm saying? So your boy is a vet. So that's why I always tell people, because some people you could have one typo, one mistake. Like I had on my Pisces, if you guys know my page, my Pisces, Aries, cusp of rebirth. Crazy popular video, my most popular, like over 6,000. But I just had a little mistake because I was looking at some stupid website instead of just using my own brain and memory. And it had Biggie listed as the Pisces Aries cusp. Well, no, he's the Taurus Gemini cusp. I know he died on March 9th, but his birthday is like May 21st or whatever. So it's the cusp of energy, right? Taurus Gemini, good cusp. But I just put it in wrong. And I know it's like JJ Watt and Gary Oldman, one of my favorite actors, by the way, JJ Watt, Kyrie Irving, Peyton Manning. Well, he's actually more on the, straight up Aries, but on that cusp, right? And so I put Biggie, and people would just come on my page and, oh, Christopher Wall and Biggie. And I'm just like, wait a minute, stop. I know more about Biggie than you do. Chill out. His cousin went to my school in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? I was at the New Music Seminar when Puff Daddy was first promoting Craig Mack and Biggie, was going around with the sandwiches, the Big Mac. You know what I'm saying? I almost battled Jay-Z there, and I was rhyming with mad skills, if you know the MC and a cipher from Virginia, Stony Island, these kids that I don't think they ever dropped anything, maybe locally in Chicago. They were 3 MCs from Chicago, a couple other kids. And then Clark Kent took Jay-Z inside because we were getting ready. He was like, yo, he battled some cat from Brooklyn. It was terrible. And Jay was dope. He was like with original flavor then before he came out with Rockefeller and all that with Dame Dash, right? And Clark Kent was like, does anybody want to battle my rapper? And everybody was like, my guy. And everybody was like, yeah, I'll battle. We were like, what? Right outside of Avenue to Americas, the New Music Seminar, used to happen every summer in NYC. And I met Harry Allen there from Public Enemy. Harry Allen, I'm going to ask you. Yo, Chuck D used to babysit my wife. I got stories for days, hip hop history. But anyway, so we were like, yeah. And then Clark Kent was like, yeah, you got $1,000? Come on, we just cats in the street, backpacks, rhyming, battle. You know what I mean? No, we got $1,000. And everybody was like, nah, but we still want to battle. And he just grabbed Jay-Z and brought him inside. But shots out, I got respect for Jigga, man. Sagittarius, the Archer. Watch out. Have you watched any of my hip hop, astrology, fun freestyle stuff? I know it's a little bootleg because I'm like recording the camera, but I'm just doing it through iMovie. But I'm just having fun freestyling, talking about each sign and then talking about the artists, rappers, sometimes singers for each sign. So I'm up to Capricorn, I'm gonna finish Aquarius and Pisces, but it's fun. That's why it's hip hop astrology, fun freestyle. I just like to have, a little bit of fun, giving you something different. Nobody else is giving you stuff like that. So watch all 10 signs, check it out. Let me know what you think of the page. So anyway, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't even finish. Jueves, see how my mind works? That Virgo, but you see how I bring it back? Like that's Virgo in Mercury. So you're seeing it in living action. So you understand how these planets work, right? Jueves, Jupiter, Thursday. Friday, women, Viernes, Venus. And then Saturday, Sábado, Saturn. And so it's just so deep because that's what Hellenistic and Vedic astrology just used the 7 planets. But you even see on Facebook a lot of Vedic astrologers starting to admit, especially with all that's happened since 2020, right? The Me Too movement and just the whole veil being lifted over like politics and the government and the stock market. That was all the Pluto, Saturn, and I guess Jupiter and Capricorn. Right? That was that whole stellium that was bringing up just all this stuff, with the Me Too. So a lot of Vedic astrologers, you'll see some of them even starting to do videos because I see it in my clients' charts. And I'm sure you guys might feel it in your own life. But Pluto, the generational planets, yeah, it's very important, right? It's viruses. So it's really important now. Neptune is disease. We'll get into the medical astrology. Maybe on my next live, I'll talk about it more. I'm not a master yet. I'm still studying and learning it, right? I never try to claim anything that I am not I'm not saying a genius, but that I know it like it's in my back pocket, right? Like a pair of my first original Jordans or something, Because I don't want to talk about stuff that if I'll tell you, like I'm a human being. I'm like, yo, I'm learning. I don't know that, right? I'm humble and honest enough because you got to be real in life. I don't want to lie to you guys because I'm not trying to mislead anybody. I tell people straight up, like, yo, I'm a Christian. I don't, but I know the truth about astrology. So, I mean, I move in different lanes or whatever, but I've studied it all, right? I've researched about, the Kabbalah and the Quran and Judaism and, but I'm also Jewish. I'm Ashkenazi. So I got real claims. All right? You don't know. Bertram Weiss. All right? That's my great-grandfather. Yeah. So what are they saying?
Mel said Saturday is my fun day.
I know, right?
I've never thought to associate that
with Saturn, right? I know. Sábado, Saturn, yeah. Well, think about it, though, because even on the weekend, you still need some discipline because you got to take care of the things you can't take care. See, capitalistic nature, right? I got a bunch of isms and I need to just release a book, but capitalism does not breed humanism. But if you think about it, we would be more effective, right, if we worked Monday through Thursday, actually had Friday to handle our business, cleaners, bank, this, that, whatever. Saturday, have fun with your family, God forbid. And then Sunday, a real day of rest for prayer, meditation, whatever you want to do. We would be more productive. In Australia and Europe, they take I remember I went to Europe in 2004. They shut the whole place down in August, the whole month, like Paris, Amsterdam, London, you know what I mean? America, we're just like work, 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 work. I mean, that's you got to get out of the matrix. You guys know this, but I mean, it's hard, right? To have the financial freedom. And it's such we're so programmed. That's why my relationship coaching program, honestly, if you guys, it's 11 weeks. The first floor is unlearning, because you're supposed to do the job between 22 and really 32 of unlearning what your parents, the government, society, media, magazines, television, all this stuff is put on you. And even more so for women, because ladies, you get inundated, especially even more now with Instagram, with the whole, oh, you got to look like this, you got to be a size 2, and you got to be, it's all BS. And it's to make you feel less than, when, if you meet these people in real life, and I can tell you, because I've worked on many movie sets and met all these I was hanging out with Cindy Crawford on, I don't know, you guys are probably some of you might be so young, you never saw the show, Central Park West. It was after, Melrose Place and this and that, Darren Star. So I was working on Central Park West, and I met Sidney Crawford or whatever, and Raquel Welch. I met Raquel Welch, and I had long locks down to my belly button. This is when your boy was skinny and fly. I was an actor in New York. I was doing my thing, right? But so Raquel Welch was checking your boy out. She liked the locks and stuff. See, I'm growing them back now for wifey, but it was funny. Raquel Welch was just and she smiled at me, and I said, "Hello, Miss Welch," and she's like, how are you? Just so friendly and stuff, And I was just, at that point, I was new in the game. So I was just doing featured background work and stand-in work. I wasn't even in the union yet, working on CPW, Central Park West. But it was a lot of fun. But I'm just letting you know that these people, they wear a ton of makeup. Hollywood stars and this and that. They got professional photographers for just when they step out, paparazzi, and they'll let paparazzi know. They act like paparazzi's bothering them. They'll tell paparazzi, I'm going to get a latte. You want to take pictures of me? I mean, I want you guys to know it's all Neptune and Pisces, the illusion. And I hope you're paying attention to that. So let's get into, I broke down, tell me who's new. Is this saying?
Agree. That's the perfect week. Said no.
It's the perfect what?
The perfect week.
Week?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, the how they have it in different countries.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not understanding, but okay. But you know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about Venus and Taurus. Okay. So it's at home, right? Venus rules Taurus and Libra. Taurus, fixed Earth, the second sign, right? Ruler of the second house. Venus also rules Libra, cardinal air, right? Relationships, balance, peace, harmony. You guys know this stuff. And if you don't, I don't mind explaining it. Balance, fairness, justice, right? But Libra is very different from Taurus when you're talking about the polarities of just the Venus. So Venus and Taurus, it's perfect because it's fine food. Fine wine. So right now, as we're dealing with Aries season and the sun is getting ready to head into the cusp of power, Aries, Taurus, right? Really and just so you know, you watch my cusp videos and stuff. If you Google online, they'll tell you the cusp is 9 days. It switches because of leap years, but it's a 5-day orb. And I know some astrologers who only use the 29th and 0 degree, 2 days. From doing research, knowing I've got my mother-in-law, my mother, both on cusp, and knowing the cusp energy, it's really a 5-day orb, the most 6, 28 degrees. I use 5 days. But if I was to advise you and be teaching you, like in my class, I would say the most you could do is 27, 28, 29, 0, 1, 2 degrees. Not when you see astrologers and people on Google and the websites. Just because it's on the internet, y'all, doesn't mean it's true. So just be careful when you learn. You can't learn astrology that way. Okay? That's why I really try to make sure if I'm going to say something to you, I don't ever want to misguide you. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I've had to even go back and look at my thing with the cusp and realize, because you can look at it, because what happens is, right? So for example, you could be, let's say, born in 1988, right? Well, April, we'll just use the Aries Taurus cusp, right? That's coming up, right? The cusp of power. You don't know about Coogee Rap, right? All my man power for $4 an hour. I'm on the road to the riches. Coogee Rap and DJ Polo. Yep. You want to know about some real hip hop? Listen to Coogee Rap, okay? I mean, just a crazy lyrical assassin. See, what you guys got to understand is MCs. It's like I want to start my own secret society for MCs because it's the Dead Poet Society. You know what I'm saying? Great movie, Robin Williams, Scorpio Ascendant like me and Tom Cruise and Prince. Scorpio risings. But so I'm saying, right, Rakim, there need to be museums of real MCs, their artwork. Nas, Rakim, listen to the song from Rakim, Casualties of War, breaking down like Bush and Saddam Hussein and the Iraq War and Desert Storm in 92 and 91 and all that. I mean, and he's doing it from the viewpoint of a soldier in war, Casualties of War. It's the craziest rhyme. But see, real MCs, they make you think. They teach you. Rakim, Karis One, and I'm not going to hate on some of these Fruity Pebble cats now, but a lot of these mumble rappers, they're not giving you anything. They're just literally saying, give me money, and I'm going to brag about what I have obtained. Venus and Taurus a little. See how it ties together? The materialism. So Venus and Taurus right now, you might want to, as the sun is, in Aries and get ready to head to Taurus. Oh, and I'm sorry. So cusp, right? 19th to the 23rd, really. Okay. But you could see where maybe it's 1 year, it's like the 18th. Okay. To the 22nd. But that's what I'm saying. It's still a 5-day orb. And some astrologers use 2 or 1. 3. They might use 29.01 degrees. So I just want you guys to understand that when you see people showing you like 9 days and 9 degrees, no, you're not going to feel that energy at 26 degrees. You're not the cusp. You're the third decan of Aries. Like if you were April 16th, 17th. Capiche? You got it? I'm sorry. I've been saying capiche because that's what the teacher says to my 2nd grade children. She's like, capiche? And I hear it as I'm doing work when my kids are in school. Such a great. How you guys feeling? How are you feeling with this Aries energy? Anybody? What they saying?
Oh yeah, Guillermo Love said so true about like the hip hop.
Yeah.
And Mad Gaming is back.
What's up?
He said, "What's up, man? I just got here."
All right, awesome, man. It's good to thank you for coming back and welcome to everybody. I'm Eric Taylor 2 Coaching. But anyway, so that's that cusp energy, right? But right now. When you have, now, the Aries energy, it's very childlike. It can be very immature on the low vibration. It's very prone to accidents, but it's assertive, aggressive, leadership, pioneering energy. And it can be like a maverick because they don't really deal in fear. They're just like, it's the ram. It's just banging into things and they'll bang into something and then they'll be like, oh, I got to cut the bruise, but I got to keep going. So that's what's so great about Aries. And let me tell you something about Aries. They are pure because it's the first, right? It's exalted in the sun. And so it's very, that's why the cusp of power is so dope, right? It's that Aries exalted sun. I was talking about this energy yesterday, right? This is the immortal energy. The sun is exalted the 13th and the 14th, right? In Aries. And the moon, I didn't get to check it, but it's probably like at 28, 29 degrees. It's about to leave Taurus. It might have already left. I didn't get to check, but you know what I mean? So I want you to understand, like when you have the sun exalted and then the moon exalted, like I think it was Glenn Diva last night in her chart. And I was like, stop bragging. She came on there. I was like, stop bragging, girl, because that's a dope placement, right? When you can have planets exalted, when it's at home, it's comfortable. But when you're comfortable in your home, you sometimes Venus and Taurus, I can get a little lazy. Now, I'll tell you this. A lot of people might not tell you. Taurus, it loves to drive fast. It loves to spend money, but it knows how to save, invest money. So Venus and Taurus, this might be a time where you guys are ready to invest in Bitcoin if you're not already rocking with it, right? You might be ready to closed on a new house, like I know somebody here is doing. Congratulations, right? You might want to start putting some money away for your kids, even if they're like 2 newborn, 5, 6 years old. Start saving money. You might want to get a birth chart done for them. I'm just saying. But you know what I mean? But Venus in Taurus is very prudent, pragmatic, practical, stubborn energy. And Taurus can be super lazy. It's like, Garfield the cat. They're like, and they're just so sensual. But people underestimate Taurus is extremely, not just serene, but spiritual. So Venus and Taurus, this might be a time where you guys are doing massages, and, wearing a mask and, but maybe you got a partner that can massage you and you don't go to a place and, you have to worry about with COVID, but I don't know, whatever. I don't want to get talking about that stuff, but you know what I mean? Like Venus and Taurus is saying, it's time after all we've been going through this year. Now, Venus and Taurus right now, it's like saying a little self-love, although Venus and Aries is about self-love because Chiron was there about healing your wounds and really like getting back into self. Venus and Taurus is more like luxuriating, like I'll sit outside in the spring and have a little wine, a little champagne, right? I'll buy some new clothing, maybe a new car. Now, Venus is also sweet tooth. So watch yourself. Don't get too caught up in like a little bit of freedom because places are opening up and then you're all of a sudden you're like, trying to go out every night and you're overeating and indulging in chocolate. Still take care of your health, your vitamin C, your zinc, your collagen. Are you guys up on collagen? Get collagen. Some of you are younger, so you don't know, but let me tell you something. You don't stay young forever. So not only eat right and floss and brush your teeth, I'm like, floss, becoming the floss king, but you want to take care of gut health is the number one thing. But the collagen for your bones, because what they don't tell you, your bones the human body starts to deteriorate after like 35, and then it just goes down. And, and it's so funny, right? Because just when your sun, depending on the sign and placement, your sun is really maturing between 26 and 33. Mars at 27. You guys know about, do you guys know about the Club 27? Janis Joplin, I think Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, like a lot of people that died at 20. Because what happens is Mars is maturing at 27. So it's either like it's going to get past it or like you could be like, wow. And then, Mars can be literally death, like Pluto, but like soldier, warrior, cut, divide, sort of like the South Node energy. It separates, can be blood, surgeries. It breaks things. Okay. So, it's really fascinating energy, and so, what are you saying?
Natasha's Jupiter Life said, hello, everyone.
What's up, Natasha Jupiter Life?
Defense Smith, sorry for pronouncing that wrong. Good evening from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati, Joe Burrow, the Bengals. I've been to Ohio, went to Canton, went through Cleveland. I was visiting a shorty in Columbus. When your boy was single, my wife teased me. When I was single, I used to be a world traveler. Not just for women. I like to just travel, but, sometimes, I meet different ladies or whatever. I'm a little guilty of being an internet. I use, not anymore, but I've been married almost 13 years, clap it up, But when I was single, and, and I actually met my wife on Match.com. So don't be afraid of falling in love online, but go on there looking for love, not lust. Okay. There's a difference, that whole swiping right, left, crowd. I don't know nothing about it, but Match.com is more serious and mature. And now they've got like video chat, I've heard, and I see the commercials like but anyway, so I was going to ask you guys, so with this Aries energy, have you been, so, Aries can be a little immature, but it can be brilliant because it's daring. It takes risks. I don't talk bad about any sign without giving it love. Okay. I mean, my son here helping me is a Gemini, and I call Geminis the verbal slut. This kid can't stop talking sometimes. You know what I mean? I'll be like, all right, daddy's working, stop, enough, but he's so brilliant. I told you, like with my Neptune and Aquarius video, I'm sure some of you have seen it. And both my older boys are part of that generation. But as I'm getting ready to go film the video, like he literally, and I put in the video, he literally came up to me, Dad, do you remember when you said that to me? He's like, Dad, do you know that there's only like 2 white rhinos in Kenya and Africa left in the world and they're trying to preserve them? That's Neptune in Aquarius. It's so brilliant. And he's such a brilliant young man at 11 years old. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's my heart. That's my firstborn. My oldest son is my stepson. And he's actually more like me than probably any of the boys because he's a Virgo. I'm September 10th. He's September 9th. You know what I mean? But, and you guys are so important to get the birth chart for your children. And I always tell people like, hey, I'm not like some like hog. Even if you don't do it with me, just do it, period. And if you're learning astrology, don't try to do it on yourself. I'm saying you can try, but like, just come to a professional, like, because I'm going to see stuff that, you know, if you don't really, really know, and you're not really trained, like I've taken many of courses and classes with astrology teachers and gurus, like, you know, I call them my astrology gurus. It just sounds so nice, right? It sounds cool. An astrology teacher and guru. And I'm going to soon be that for you guys. I want to do it in March. It's probably be in June. I'm busy and I'm doing charts right now. I'm working like on charts for, a couple of clients right now. But like, so probably second, third week of June, don't hold me to it. But around that time, I'm going to start my intro to basic astrology course because I want you to get the foundation. That's the Saturn. You have to have the structure and discipline. And it'll be 7 weeks. I'll probably do like 5 live. And can you close the door? Oh, okay. I'll probably do like 5 live and 2 just videos, you know, but I'll be doing all the houses, all the planets, all the signs, and then you'll have quizzes, homework, the whole 9, and then I'll probably leave off with like a little special treat. I don't want to tell you, but you know what I mean? Just to give you a little insight and information of something in the future. And then after, a couple of people go through that, then I'll design the intermediate class where we get into aspects and transits and, solar charts and house and chart rulership. So do you guys understand? So like if you're like, let's say Venus and Taurus, let's say you're a Taurus ascendant and you have Venus. So, Venus is your chart ruler, right? So then if you're a Taurus ascendant, then so it's like double meaning there, right? But then you also want to look at where your is that close?
Yeah.
Then you want to look where your Libra is. And so that tells you extra energy about your purpose because people don't understand this. Your rising sign ascendant, that's why you got to know your birth time. They call it the big 3 in astrology for a reason. It is so important. It's one of the most important placements in your chart. Okay? So because it maps out the whole chart. And I know you guys like to look on Cafe Astrology and look at the Placidus, but those interceptions, look, that's more modern tropical Western, and I do tropical Western, but I use the whole sign. I don't use equal house because the world's not an equal, perfect, yes, it's like 360 degrees, the cipher, the circle, but it's like more ovalish. So the whole sign system is the most real ancient. And you can watch, different, more advanced astrologers than me will tell you that whether it's Hellenistic or Vedic, and some Vedic astrologers will use the Placidus, which I find weird. But anyway, I ain't gonna hate, I ain't judging. But the whole sign system is really what goes back to, the Sanskrit and the ancient Arabic and ancient Kemet Africa, you know what I mean? Because understand the Arabs went into Egypt and Kemet, which is Africa. Don't get caught up in the brainwashing they try to tell you, right? And that's how astrology went from Africa to the Arab nations, and then the Greeks and Romans went to the Arab nations, really Babylon, Iraq, right? The Babylonians to learn it, you know what I mean? So it goes and begets. So I love to talk about that type of stuff, and I get way more into it on my Patreon. You can join $5, $10 a month, exclusive content. I give you some music, numerology, ancient history, some secrets. Your boy knows some secrets. I can't talk about it on here, but I know stuff. I mean, I'm 50 years old. I've lived enough life, but just because of how I grew up in New York City and what my father and mother, I know some stuff. But I'm a 1-3 generator, so I am the investigative martyr, if you know about human design. So it's my job to investigate, get the knowledge, try it on myself first, and then share it with others. And that's who I've been my whole life. I tell people I was a relationship coach since I was like 13 years old. My friends, anybody that knows me from New York City or growing up or going to Martha's Vineyard, like everybody, I used to I remember in high school, I would give girls advice. I'd be like, nah, that dude. And when I was at college, University of Maryland, this is the type of guy I was. I'm not saying that, but I will say this. There's no former girlfriends or any women that could ever, nobody, my word is bond. My name is golden. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to really be talking bad about Eric Taylor because I've never treated anyone with malintent or wrong in my life. And that's the legacy you want. That's your 10th house. Okay? You want to create and leave a legacy that, you think about sports with the name on the back, that Taylor made and that Taylor name. Wherever I go, from the suburbs to the hood, I'm good. I'm golden. All right? And I've been in all types of hoods and all types of suburbs. Okay. Hanging out on the vineyard with, the Cosby's daughter. And, I've rubbed elbows with every, Obamas and Clintons. I wasn't up there when the Obamas were up there or whatever, but I haven't been up to my favorite place. Martha's Vineyard is my favorite place in the world. If you've never been, you got to go. The best seafood ever, the best food, whatever. But so with the Venus and Taurus right now in transit, and you'd have to look at your ascendant. So, that's how you know what house it's in. If you're a Taurus ascendant, it's in your first house. If you're Aries, it's in your second house, right? Pisces, your third. So it just goes along, right? So if you're, if you were a Gemini, right, it would be in your 12th house. So Venus is going to play out in Taurus where you're going to want to spend and save money. You might want to collect things. A lot of Venus and Taurus people, you could ask them, they that's what's so amazing about astrology. They do collect things. They'll have some cool collections. And sometimes it can be jewelry. Some women, it could be pocketbook, shoes. You know what I mean? Some men, it could be cars, And, you hate to just label and say, oh, they're materialistic. I mean, they can have those tendencies, but you have to look at the whole chart, right? You don't just look at one placement and define it like that. Okay? That's what's so dope and why we're so complex as human beings. And God made each one of us. My twins are 7 minutes apart. And it's a different vibration, right? Because the numerology, because their names are different, both still 7 letters. But that 7 minutes, it switches the degree on the ascendant and makes them so different. So the one that is 6 degrees of Capricorn ascendant, 6, right? That's more of the Venus energy. So he's got a big sweet tooth. He likes to steal chocolate and, you hide stuff, he'll snatch up the cookies, right? He's more about having fun. I know when he gets a car at 15, 16, he'll be driving fast, causing trouble, right? The one with the 7 degree, the second twin, 7 is more Neptune energy, more spiritual, right? He likes to meditate and do yoga. He's more, yes, Papa, what do you need? He's a good kid. And, not to say like he's not wild, right? He's got a Scorpio moon. He's crazy, right? He's not crazy, You know what I'm saying. So what's going on with the comments and questions?
Okay.
And I'm sorry, I got my young 11-year-old son. He's my eyes or whatever. I can't try to be here for y'all and try to read this print so small. You know what I'm saying? But wait, I'm sorry. But that's why I got 4 kids, son. Somebody's got to help me. What did we say?
Delphine Smith said she has a moon in Cancer, second house.
Oh, that's nice. Are you like a teacher, a chef? You could be very intuitive about money. You know that, right? Moon in Cancer, second house. My favorite aunt passed away in 2004. She was a Cancer sun. Just a beautiful spirit. God bless you, that Cancer moon. But you could be really sensitive. You have to watch your self-worth and values. Hopefully mom and dad instilled good self-worth in you and values, because Cancer moon, second house, sometimes you can be rough on yourself. Don't be so rough on yourself. Okay. Who else? What else rocking?
Fifi, Water Moon Minx. Being a 12 Venus in Taurus is like being motivated by pleasure almost exclusively.
Venus in the 12th?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Taurus. That's right, you're Gemini rising. Yeah. But listen, you have to harness that energy, okay? So remember with the 12th house, right? It's spirituality and dreams and loss, undoing, subconscious and unconscious mind. So the more you meditate, the more you are really, that's why I always tell my clients, and even when I do charts, right? Even if I'm doing coaching, I tell you, yo, keep a dream book. It is so important and powerful. And let's say the first week or 2 weeks, you might not have any dreams, but like literally wake up and write down no dreams or in your voice memo, these great technologies that we have with these cell phones, go to your voice memo. I prefer for you to write it though. Okay. It's more powerful. And you want to write stuff down because if they turn off this internet, we're all up, sugar, honey, iced tea, creek. Sorry. I don't like to curse on my YouTube and stuff. Not that I, advertise it. Sorry. I didn't close out my mail. So sorry, that's going off or whatever. But I actually need to keep it open because I got something saved up or whatever. But anyway, but yeah, Venus in the 12th, but it can make you so at home and private, people might not know. You might overindulge in food and your home. And, because the 12th house is also how you are in private. You could probably make a lot of money, though, in foreign lands and cultures, with foreign cultures, import, export. You could be cutting and scratching and DJing, in Europe. In Amsterdam, and foreign lands, just so you guys know, when you see in the 9th house and 12th house, when they say foreign lands, I mean, that could just be from Chicago to, California. You could be from, Minnesota, and the foreign land could be Florida. It doesn't have to be like you going to Japan or London. It's more than 50 or 100 miles out of where you're at. Does that make sense? Because I don't want people thinking like, oh, wow, I'm going to be moving to Australia to make money. No, you might not. You might just go from Compton to St. Louis. All right. You know what I'm saying? So who else?
Fifi said, I'm a bit of a recluse.
Recluse, yeah. Recluse. Yeah. No, I know, Fifi. I kind of remember. I mean, I've done so many charts now. And you guys, thank you so much. But you know what's so dope? Yo, your boy, I think I got to recount, but I think I'm like in 36 or 37 states now. And like, I think 7 countries doing charts. And I've had clients from. So that's just, it touches my heart because and it's so funny because if you look at my chart, it all speaks to this. You know what I mean? My Pisces North Node. So just, my Pisces North Node's in the 5th house. What does that mean? Right? And you guys need to learn about your North Node besides the big 3. And I told you, I'm going to start a new service, right? You guys can email me and book it tonight if you want. A big 4 astrology reading, only $75. You're breaking down your big 3 and your North Node. And I'll throw in the Part of Fortune because that's part of my mini chart big 3 service for $50. So I'll throw that in too. But, all written with videos, but it's the sun, moon, and ascendant. I'll throw in the Part of Fortune and the North Node placement, because once you at least master those, and for $75, that's like a steal, because that's so, when you could rock with just those 4, you're good. You're golden, pony boy. Watch that movie, right? You never watched The Outsiders? So my young son, he watched that. He liked it, He's an actor. He's done independent film, some print modeling, some commercials. He's a dope artist. But that's that Virgo. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to stay on at least for now to like probably 7:30 or whatever. But ask some more questions. What do you guys, because I broke down astrology, the calendar, and Venus and Taurus. And just, if you want to ask, where it is in your house in transit, I can talk to you about that a little bit. But just so you know, it's wanting to be, you can definitely get a little bit lazy right now, but because of all this Aries energy, it's different when the sun gets into Taurus and Mercury, but with this Aries energy right now, you want to be adventurous. You want to explore. You want to like go outside and like be social. And even if you wear a mask or not, that's the energy, right? You want to, and just so you know, don't get caught up. That's why they have April Fools. The real New Year is not September, like how the Jews celebrate. It's not January 1st. It's really, you could say it's like more around the Aries new moon is the real New Year. Right? Or you could say it's on the equinox, March 21st. But that's the real New Year. And that's probably why they have April 1st, because they want to play us for fools. I'm sorry if you guys aren't aware, but we've been lied to our whole lives in every aspect, as children, as adults, So if you can instill the truth and real knowledge in your children, and I'm not telling you to hate on anything, You can, still be Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, Christian, Jewish. I'm not trying to tell you to leave your religion, but get this knowledge. Astrology, because everything is vibration, everything is energy, everything is math and science. So when you understand this, that's how you understand astrology. Astrology is like Aquarius, Uranus, but very Mercury too, right? Because it's math and logic, critical thinking, right? So that's why you'll see even Virgo and Mercury astrologers, Aquarius, exalted Mercury, right? Because remember, Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury. Okay, I see some more people.
Mad Gaming said, I have a Capricorn stellium in the 3rd house.
Okay, I mean, yeah, my moon's in the 3rd house, so I know for Scorpio ascendant. So just so you know, tell me what your stellium is. But number one, I don't know if you guys know this, but this is something that, see, if I learn something, I want to share. So the moon loves to be in the 3rd house. It's at home in the 4th, but it loves to be in the 3rd house because the moon, it switches every 2.5 days in your chart. Now, in your moon, in your like annual perfections or progressions, right? The progressed moon, it switches every 2.5 years in your birth chart, right? So now I'm 50, my moon's in Capricorn. So now my moon is in, in March, it just went to, right. So now, right now, my moon's in Aquarius in transit, right? So I want you to understand that, right? So if you look at your moon, see what age you are, right? So 12, 24, right? 36, 48. So every 2.5 years, the moon switches signs from what your birth sign. So mine started in Capricorn, now it's in Aquarius. So just a little, I like to give you a little nuggets, little knowledge, So go ahead with it.
What do you call it? Fifi said Cancer, Moon, 3H.
Yeah. And maybe, you in your local community with your siblings, also with your relationship. Because remember, the moon, the 3rd house is your adult relationship with your mother too. So that Cancer moon there, if you had, not everybody has siblings. I can't remember if you have siblings, but because we just did like a mini chart thing, but tell these people, you and Mel and people on here, let them know, that I want people to know, because I had this one girl and she was doing a chart reading. I don't want to say, but she was, I think she was just very afraid. And I get it, right? Exchanging money and all this stuff or whatever. But I don't bite. You can call me. You can talk to me after the reading. We can go over things. I'm real cool and friendly and nice and relatable. You can even ask my son, am I nice?
Yes.
No, but you know what I mean? I'm an honest, trustworthy person. So if you pay me, I'm going to give you probably more than what you're paying for. Okay. That's just like how your boy gets down. I like to throw in a little extra stuff for you because I really want you guys to learn this and be the best version of yourself. And I'm not even, I would say I'm jealous, but I'm not jealous, but God, I wish I knew this knowledge in my 30s, my 20s. I knew astrology. I was into astrology when I was younger. But as a child, I just knew I'm a Virgo, my sister's Libra, my mom's a Taurus, my dad's an Aries, But even my ascendant, I didn't know I was really a Scorpio ascendant until way later on, and Cat Moon, I just knew Virgo. But I started to, it was so funny when I was in college, I learned about astrology because then I would know, I learned erogenous zones, different things. My son doesn't know what I'm talking about, all that stuff. But so I knew if I met a Libra woman, I knew how to Mac on her. If I met a Taurus or Gemini woman, Virgo men, Virgo sun, and Gemini women, not too good. I mean, we share the Mercury, but Gemini women, and I joke with y'all. If any Gemini women on here, let me know. But Gemini women, it's almost like they like the bad boy. Just the sun sign. And if any of you guys have any friends that are Gemini women, maybe you let me know. But, you have to, that's a generalization. You got to look at the whole chart. But in general, I'm going to tell you, it's so true. Most Gemini women, they don't really want the nice guy. And remember, Gemini, it's the duality, right? But it's male-female duality, right? And so, but but the men, they have 2 personalities. The women, it's 4. And it takes the women to about 35 years old to master They have 4 personalities. And it's like brilliant women now. Brilliant. But Gemini is a tough energy, not tough, but like they like men. So my Gemini sunset video, you guys should watch it. I think it's kind of funny, but it's kind of true. Like they like the guy that's like on the motorcycle with the bloody knife, like dragging his, current girlfriend, like, and I'm not talking about, I don't making fun of any domestic violence or whatever, I've had that go through the family and all that stuff, not for me, but, my, whatever, I'm not going to get into it, but so, but that's what Gemini women, they like the man that's sort of dark, unavailable, kind of a jerk, a cheater. They like that. I don't know why. And, hopefully they grow out of it. And that's my prayer. Because remember, each of these signs and placements, there's the shadow side, the low vibration, and then the high vibration, the higher side. And so we all have to work through our demons and get to that highest vibration, With my Virgo and Mercury, I used to be super nitpicky and critical of people. And then, it was great when I was younger as an MC. But sometimes, I could be, my sister, my mom, sometimes they'd be like, you're not being nice, Eric. You're being a jerk. My mom told me one time, she told me to get married after 35. Or she said get married at 40. I got married at 37. But my mom told me one time, she's like, no woman's going to want to marry you with that mouth and that attitude. That's what my mom told me. That was like, ooh, body blow. Ooh, sorry. Like she hurt me. But, because I guess because my mind is so quick and so fast, it's very hard. And this is a criticism of myself, but Virgo Mercury people, and probably Aquarius, who's got a little God complex, right? But Aquarius and Mercury, when people are seen to be less intelligent or struggle and fumble or don't get things, when your Mercury's in Virgo, Aquarius, or maybe in Gemini, but Gemini is so friendly and, they're just worried about flirting and having fun and creating and sharing ideas. But Virgo, Aquarius, and a couple other placements, it can be, sometimes you can be very cutting verbally and mean. So
I'm gonna do the questions first.
Yeah, let's go to the questions. Sorry.
Bad Gaming asked, I have a question. What's the difference between a natal chart and houses? Because
natal chart and what?
And houses, because some of my planet and signs move into different places.
Well, it depends. The natal chart is just your birth chart. It's just a different name. So if you look at it in Cafe Astrology, it'll be in Placidus. And then you can have interceptions. So let's say you're Scorpio rising. It could go Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, and then the 4th house could be Pisces. Well, it skips Aquarius. Well, what if you're younger and your Neptune's in Aquarius? How does it dissolve that energy? So that's what they just call it, an interception. And you can watch tons of videos on astrology about interceptions, and they'll talk about, not accessing the energy and dissolve, and you got to be introspective, like it's a retrograde, and work on that energy and da-da-da. But hogwash. And then I'm not saying that's not the case, but it throws off the whole chart. It's not the best accurate interpretation and reading. So when I do your chart, I look at your Placidus, and I'll even put it in the email that I send you. But I do the reading based off of like really your whole sign, which will just do Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, all the way to Libra in the 12th house. So it keeps it nice, neat, and organized. And then it, places your asteroids properly. Because I give you asteroids. Some astrologers won't even do that for you in the reading. I give you part of Fortune, Juno, Ceres, Pallas Athena, Vesta, and Vertex. Okay. So, I'm not even bragging. I'm just being real. I give you a lot. That's why I'm going to increase my prices. And the custom video summary that I do is really like a mini movie. I throw some music on there, and the editing. I make it nice because I want you could have like a little astrology party at your house that have people, that you care about, that you don't mind sharing your personal business with. Watch it because it's 40 to 50 minutes. And some people will tell you that I've had chart readings for me. Sometimes it's like, it might be an hour and 5 minutes, but it's, I'm just explaining to you in basic terms so you get the knowledge and understand, because it can be overwhelming. And I know it is. What it means to have Mars in the 3rd and Libra, what it means to have Cancer in the third house moon. So I break it down for you so you get this information. What's the next question? Who's that? How many people on now?
There are 8.
Okay. All right. So thank you guys for being on and staying on with me. I'm going to stay on a couple more minutes if you guys want to talk some more, because, and you could hit me up at taylor2coaching@gmail.com. You want to book readings, you want to donate. I got this like super chat thing. If anybody wants to donate, I appreciate that. Even if you gave me $1, I don't care. I'm just thank you for subscribing. That's how I am. Like, I appreciate that. Some other people, they can be all arrogant and stuff. I'm just like, thank you that you spend, because time we can't get back. It's precious. So if you watch one of my videos for 14 minutes, or some of my other videos would be longer because I run my mouth. But I try to make sure not only am I entertaining you, but I'm giving you real knowledge. And just so you know, I put the celebrities in some of my videos just so you have a reference point. They're no special than you. They're not any more, as I like to say when I talk about sports, specialer. Right? Like Michael Jordan is specialer, Stephen Curry is a specialer point guard, I like to have fun with language and words because I'm verbally absurd. You know what I'm saying? Kick it to the curb. What's the next?
Danny said, I have moon in Aquarius, 3rd house.
Danny, is that a new person? Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Danny. You have what, moon in Aquarius in the 3rd house?
Mm-hmm.
That Aquarius moon. So you can be, maybe you're a little detached from your siblings, your local community, your neighbors. You're probably brilliant in grade school. Because I look at the 3rd house like K through 5, 4th house, 6th, 7th, and 8th. 5th house is 13 to like 21, high school and college. Okay. But what's so dope about the astrology, and you have to go watch my they're not high in the algorithms, but if you go through my playlist, go watch my Exposing the 12 Houses playlist. And that's what I put in my chart readings, but you can just go watch it, for free and learn about the 3rd house, because the 3rd house is also your adult relationship with your mother. It's multiple things, how you learn, right? So you could be a great technical writer. The moon, but you might have some issues. I don't know. You could tell me you and mom might, I'm not saying you and your mom can't be close, but you could be a little cold sometimes. Maybe mom is a little detached, and she could be very intelligent, very little weird, unique, bizarre. And so could you be. But the moon is representing of how you were nurtured and cared for. So your mom, the emotions could have been a little cold, but she could have taught you. You might have had a lot of computers growing up in the home, great writing, just super intelligent. But take that Aquarius energy and with your personal emotions and just the more innovative and futuristic and you think out the box, it's going to benefit you. Go ahead. What's the next question?
John, Venus in Aries, Sun, Aries Taurus, Sun in Aries Taurus, Aries moon.
Oh, Aries Taurus cusp and an Aries moon and Venus in Aries. Aries moon. Ooh, John, you're a rude boy. We know you. Just don't punch nobody out. You know what I mean? Or verbally, like, you know what I mean? Aries. See, that's what I was going to say about Aries earlier. And I know, like, sometimes I talk so fast, but I never forget. I always come back. If I start to forget, then you got to worry, and I got to go to the doctor because I could be, having Alzheimer's or dementia. And I don't joke about that stuff. My mother suffers from dementia, but I really don't forget anything. You'll see even sometimes in my videos, I'll be like, what's the person's name? And then later on, I might come up with it in a video because, like, that's in my mind. It's like a computer. So Venus and Aries, you can be very assertive and aggressive in relationships and love. Okay. Be a little bit of a pimp, Mr. John. But that Aries moon, just don't be so impulsive with your emotions. Like, pause first before you react. As I said in I say in some of my rhymes, I used to be erect to react. That's why I would always battle cast, because like somebody, and because the way my hearing is, I have my vision is not so great. So that makes your other senses super. I'm like a superhero. You can ask my kid. But so my hearing is crazy. So I always joke, but I can hear an ant pee. Like, my hearing is like psychic. Like, I have dope intuition too, because I have Uranus and Libra in the 12th house. So when I do your chart, it takes a couple of days, but I visualize your chart at night, and I don't take the credit. Like, God gives me these downloads. That's what Uranus does. Remember, Uranus is the god of the sky, the god of gods. And they go back to ancient Kemet. It's Osiris. Like, Gaia, Mother Earth, is Isis. get this knowledge. So Uranus, that Uranus energy, having the 12th house, it makes me a better astrologer, you know? And it's good for you guys to know some of, if you want to get your chart reading, you want to know some of your astrologer's placements. If you're doing, talking to a tarot person or a psychic, you want to know some of their placements. Okay. Because then you can see if they really got these skills. Like, it's just straight up forward. Now, I've got multiple skills for multiple things, and I've had multiple careers. I did sports radio. It shows it in my chart. An actor shows it in my chart. I'm still a screenwriter. I'm going to, write a screenplay and a film, and I, teach acting to my son and kids. And I'm a very good writer, but, not just writing rhymes, but scripts. I have enough up here that I can do my own network. Like Oprah's got own network, but she doesn't have that many shows. And I know it's a budget thing, but literally I could be EWT network, okay, or ET network. So go ahead. What's the
Fifi has a question. Are you on Cash App? Super Chat takes such a large percentage.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I thank you. You know what, Fifi, I appreciate it. If you want, just seriously, either Zelle or just PayPal as a friend. You can PayPal me. I don't have Cash App. I'll probably try to do it, but sometimes with the technology stuff, I get a little. Your boy's old school. I'm not so trusting, and I might do it. But if you want to support me, you could go through the Patreon. Taylor 2 Coaching is there. You don't have. I think with Patreon, you don't have to like join like every month. You could just do a $5 thing, or if you want to give me $1, you could do it at PayPal. So the PayPal is, it's all in through my website. It's all on my thing, but it's just a tailored to you coaching at gmail.com. And you can PayPal me $1 if you want as a friend. I appreciate anything. Thank you. So sweet. Thank you. And I like how, we obviously when I did the chart, I gave you a lot of insight and advice, and you gave me advice, and you're golden, Fifi. But also if you want to Zelle me some money, etaylor765@AOL.com, where I send you the birth chart from. You can Zelle me there. It goes right to me. So thank you, though. All right. Thank you. What's up?
Danny was saying, yeah, I'm cold, LOL.
Yeah, they see. Cool. Yeah. Daddy, you could hit me up and get a birth chart, Daddy. I'll break it down for you. I know you. You tell me some of your placements. I'm like, oh, Danny, you didn't tell me what's your rising sign. Any other questions or comments? Because I knew you were doing questions.
John said, "Yeah, man."
Yeah, man. What?
And then,
John, I kind of broke you. I know, but don't knock nobody out, John. Like, chill with you. Don't get too. Take your Aries energy. That Mars assertive aggression. I'm a Mars person, so I'm pretty. Even though I'm Scorpio, I have no. You want to hear something crazy? I got no fire in my chart, but because I've got all that Scorpio, it's fiery water. So I am very intense, but I'm like, I can be slow to anger. The Capricorn moon, I'm more worried about business and money. So my emotions are very grounded and practical, the Capricorn moon. I don't flip out until you can even ask my son to tell you, I don't have to get crazy until, I only have to do it like when my wife, I'm a fair father, don't lie, don't disrespect this and that, whatever. But you have to, I'm just a truth speaker and a truth seeker. Even before I knew I had the Scorpio rising. But Scorpio, we care about the truth. Okay? There's nothing more important than the truth. But Scorpio, especially if you got that rising, you have any Scorpio placement, you have to learn to let go and surrender and trust others, but trust God too. And meditation, you guys meditate. Any other comments or questions? I want to get to everybody.
Danny says he has a Scorpio rising, Virgo sun.
Oh, really? Oh, is this Danny? Is this my Danny from my Patreon? Okay. Is that you, Danny? Yeah. Scorpio rising, Virgo sun. Yeah, nah, come on, man. I know, you know how it is. I hope you're liking the Patreon. I got so much more coming. It's just that, it's hard. Like I'm still trying to do my stuff here, but I always try to bring some exclusive content on there. I hope you like the little thing I did for you on there or whatever. But, tell them I'm going to be dropping some bangers on my Patreon, stuff that you can't talk about on YT. Okay. And just giving you, I'm going to do some manifesting videos too, on there and get into some more numerology on my Patreon. So you guys should check it out. I'm going to do some numerology soon on oh, guess what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start doing some aspect videos. I might start with Moon conjunct Pluto in a natal chart, in a birth chart. But I'm going to start doing some aspect videos because I look at some of the aspect videos on here and I think some of the people are good, but you only see like the same 2 or 3 astrologers. You know, this one lady, she's, you know, brilliant. Jill, I think it's Jill Mayberg. She's dope. Shout out Jill, you know. And that's to me. I recommend and shout out and love other astrologers. Like I don't hate. We can all eat, you know. I'm not trying to steal no money from nobody. I salute somebody because it's about the content, because it's really about helping people. You know what I mean? Like if you work with somebody or you see an astrologer that's like, you know, like, I don't know, whatever, like, then you have to stay away because that's negative energy. I don't, you know, and I don't hate on the Vedic astrology. You know, sometimes you'll see Vedic and, you know, criticizing Western or Western. I don't criticize. I'll just tell you this. If you're born in America, you should do Western tropical because that's where your soul and energy is vibrating. I'm not saying don't learn Vedic. I'm studying some things and learning certain aspects, and I will use some of it in reading your chart because I understand the insight. But to do the Vedic in terms of only doing sidereal Vedic readings, you should live India, Asia, you know, maybe even Africa, you know, Europe, it's still more, you know, anything like Europe, Canada, Mexico, Latin America to South America, you should do Western tropical. That's my opinion, my humble opinion, but it's really about, a lot of astrologers would tell you that. Oh boy tells you that. Uncle Fernando Prunes, he's mad funny. I want to reach out to Fernando, you guys, and ask him if I could make a satire video imitating him, because I'm such a good sketch comic and actor. I can do a great. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? The People's Astrologer. He's a beast. He's great. But I mean, he's just so funny because like he like drinks and smokes weed on air. Like maybe one time I'll get comfortable and have like a little drink, but I don't really drink that much. You know what I'm saying? You know, I drink a lot in my 20s, and I don't smoke weed. So like, you know what I mean? But like, and I used to do that, but you know, whatever. But so any other questions and comments?
Cameron Love said I seem very intelligent.
Cameron what?
Cameron Love. Or Caramel Love, my bad.
Caramel Love said what?
Said I seem very intelligent.
Oh, you? Oh, thank you. He is. He's such a good kid. And one day I'm going to have him, he's learning some bits of astrology. I mean, but you got to understand, he's like the Mercury man. Virgo rising. Gemini sun, Gemini moon, and he got that Taurus and Mercury. He is a brilliant artist. I'm trying to get him to design his own clothing line. Would you guys support it? A little 11-year-old kid making clothes? Like, he's a beast. I don't want to tell you the name of it because I don't like to put it out there like that until he does it and we get the, you know, LLC for him. But, this kid at 11, he's doing coding, but he's brilliant. It's my heart. It's my firstborn, you know, so. But but that Taurus and Mercury is nice. You know why? Because it's got a little Venus energy to it. So before he speaks, like he thinks a little, he's slower to respond. So if you got Taurus and Mercury, you know what I mean? There's like a calm chillness in it. And I had to teach that to him and explain to him. He's like, really? That makes sense, Dad. I'm kind of like that, you know? So it's cool to teach astrology to your children. They get that knowledge and that insight. I'm going to have to go soon because I have not eaten dinner. He ate dinner. His mother brought in a plate for him. What are we at now? 7:40. All right. If you guys want, I'll stay on to 8. You know, if you guys, I'm staying on a little extra tonight. Just because it's fun talking with you guys, and I'll repost it, for the replay. I know most people don't have time to watch, and I get it. Like if a video, but sometimes you can just put like a video of mine that's long, like some of my Pluto, Neptune, Uranus videos are a little bit longer. Hey, put it on and listen to it while you're like cleaning your house. Because the insight and the knowledge, and like for me, just so you know, I'm going to do Pluto and Aquarius and Pisces in the future, probably even Aries, because I get these downloads and I can see what's going to happen in the future. Trust me. Same thing, like if you listen to my first album, what I rhymed about in my first album is happening now. Okay. So go ahead. Comment or questions? No. Anything else about astrology, the first calendar, or or the Venus and Taurus energy. Do you guys know about like this, the 13th and 14th? It's a mortal energy because I was telling you the sun exalted and the moon exalted in Taurus. It's a great time. You know, it's this is why they set the tax date for April 15th, because you can not just manifest, but anything you do and create or release or put out, investments, watch, it can blow up. So get your little NFT, get your little Bitcoin or Litecoin or whatever, you know. But
Fifi asks, could you briefly explain Venus return energy? This is coming up for me.
Oh, Venus return. So it's hard in the sense of like, because so Jupiter is every year through the chart, right? Venus and Mercury and the sun. Here, turn that on. So Venus and the sun, or even just set the timer for.
You put on snooze. That's why.
Okay, yeah, but no, I know. I just want to know or pay attention. You let me know when it's 8 o'clock because I gotta get off at 8. But so Venus, what happens is that when you have the return, you need to start to. It's probably a good time to clean out your closet and your house and kind of purge some of. You don't want to be a hoarder. Because Venus and Taurus, or just Venus in general, it can collect things. And, like if you got like an old, Fifi, old record or some old, like, I mean, I got like some underwear older than my kid. Like, I need to get rid of it, right? Get new stuff, So like, it's the same thing with like that in terms of your house. They always talk about spring cleaning. Well, Venus, when you think about Venus like that, it'd be a good time to make sure you're saving your money. And some people don't trust the banks with all the stuff that's going on. And, whether it's in a bank or a credit union or an investment, regular mutual fund or a Bitcoin or whatever you want to do. I heard Acorn and Robinhood are good apps. I haven't used them yet. I'm probably going to try that. But, but it's also reassessing your values, your self-worth, maybe adjusting your diet, your relationships, your self-love. So Venus, even though it's this more materialistic, but it's also a planet of fun, but it's also a planet of making money, saving, investing money, but it's relationships. So when you have that return, maybe you need to assess your friendships, family relationships, right? Forgiving mom, dad, siblings. You don't always forget, but when you forgive, you're giving yourself freedom. Don't hold on to stuff, you guys, because it hurts you, right? We can have these angers and issues. I remember I didn't talk to my sister for years and we made up and it's so nice. But, you can have issues with family members. And it's just sometimes, she never really apologized to me, but I just had to forgive her because I know where she's at. She's not evolved emotionally the way that I am. And she was actually supposed to come on tonight. I don't know if she came on, but I love her to death. My sister's 5 years older than me, but she's, it's hard, because I know when our father was murdered, she was daddy's little girl. She was 11. I was 6. So just imagine that age, it's tough, So Venus, look at your self-worth, check out what you're spending your money on. You don't want to overspend what you're earning, especially in these times. You need to, like let's say if you got $100, you need to pay your bills. And then before you spend 30 of it, save at least 10 of it. You know what I mean? So let's say if out of $100, 60 your bills and you have 40 left, at least save 10 to 15 and then spend the 30 to 25. You always want to be prepared for more than one rainy day, even if you're ready for 2 or 3. Trust me. I got really sick years ago. I got valley fever. And that's what almost led me into really becoming this professional astrologer and relationship coach and chronic illness coach. My chronic illness coaching program is dope, and I use medical astrology. But because of my sickness, I had to learn how to doctor the doctors. Couldn't trust all Western medicine. Went to home. I mean, I had leeches. I had to shave off all my hair. I had leeches, and leeches is God's first medicine. But they have inside the leech, they kind of like suck into your skin. They suck out the bad stuff, but they put in like this homeopathic medicine called the Hiragime, like, and it goes in, and then they put it. It's like healing properties that go into your body from the leeches, and you secrete out the blood and any inflammation and fluid. You can like secrete out. I remember my oldest son was getting ready to go to school. He was scared. He's like, "Dad, are you going to be okay?" Because I was bleeding for like 20 hours. I was fine, but I needed to do it. I was so sick because I was retaining, my lymphatic tract was all blocked up and holding fluid. My face was so bad and swollen. I've gained, I mean, my whole life, I've been like crazy skinny. I didn't get to 100, I'm 5'11. I didn't get to like 170 pounds until I was like late 20s or mid 20s. You know what I mean? I was like, I think I graduated college, I was like 150. I was skinny, crazy strong, but skinny, And but I mean, I got so sick, I got all the way up to 230 pounds on my sickest. And most of it was the fluid in the water from this valley fever fungus and blocking my lymphatic tract, and it spread through all the body. So go ahead. Any other questions coming?
Germ the Magi asked.
Oh, welcome, Germ the Magi.
Is there a 13th sign?
Oh, so yeah, that's don't get into that. No real astrologer is working with that. Yes, I forgot the name of it. You can Google it and stuff. Yeah. You know what you want to read? Was it the 12th? No, the 12th planet. I have this book, The 12th Planet or the 13th Planet by Zachariah Sitchin. Read that, dope writer. Have you guys ever read Behold the Pale Horse from William Cooper? Yeah, I need to come out with like a little book list of stuff for y'all to read. Like, I mean, and then astrology books. I'm, researching different things that I like. But yeah. So yeah, I don't remember the name of it, but remember Aries is a dwarf planet. And then they said Pluto wasn't a planet, then now it's back to being a planet. Pluto is so freaking powerful. The generations. I mean, just do the research. Trust me, it is. And I knew that COVID was coming here because I looked at China's chart back in last December, January. Okay, so yeah, Pluto and Neptune are deep. Neptune and Pisces right now, all this deception, illusion, delusion, magic. Yes, creativity and agape, Christ-like love and compassion and empathy, intuitive psychic nature, but also deception. Everything is not what it seems to be. All right. So just get that third eye, activate your chakras. I was going to talk about that. I was talking about that, but I have to double check some things. But yeah. So they talk about the 7 chakras, but a lot of people tell you that there's really like maybe 9 or 11, 7 that most people deal with or know about. So, but the chakras are so important, and they align with the colors of the rainbow and the planets. So it's dope. But go ahead. Any other? Comments or questions?
No questions, really.
Okay. Any other comments?
Yes. Fifi said yes to behold a pale horse.
Yes, Fifi. I knew you knew. I knew you knew, Fifi. So, I mean, and what's so crazy, right, is, I mean, yeah, just so much in there that's happening now. Oh, guys, I tell you, I love y'all. You know what I mean? Thank you. This has been fun. It's almost 8, right?
Yeah, it's 7:50.
Okay. So let me know before I bounce. You got any other questions? I'm going to try to maybe do like 2 lives a week. It just depends on my schedule because I'm really so busy with the clients, and I've got coaching, with different people a couple days a week. And so check out the website. All my services are really cool, and I'm here to help, whatever you guys, and I'm getting ready to start 2 new services, right? So the big 4, the big 3, the Part of Fortune and North Node. And then I'm going to start doing solar chart readings for people. I just did one for one of my amazing clients. And, it really, like if you're born, January 5th, depending on the degree of your sun, the solar chart might be January 4th, 5th, or 6th. It just depends on the degree, because you line it up with the degree of the sun. And let's say you're born in Cincinnati, like I think John, right? Or who was that born in Cincinnati? Was it John? But
No, I was someone else. I can't remember.
Was it Carmel or no? But so Caramel. But so like, if you're born in like, whatever, right? If your solar chart, let's say you're born in Cincinnati, but now you live in Denver, there's two schools of thought. Some people say do it where the energy of where you were born, because that's like the energy imprint of like your vibration and soul. But also you can really do it, at where you live now, right? If you've moved from your hometown or your birthplace. There's two schools of thought on it, you know what I mean? But it's really good because it will literally show you the marker of when your birthday comes, what the energy will be in the chart for that year. So it's a cool service. I'm going to start doing that too. So 2 new services to look for. I'm going to put up on the website, but I'll even do videos about it here. And I still got to do my video for my business birth chart. Y'all need it. Yeah. So it's the $150 for the regular business birth chart, a mini $75, looking at midheaven, north node, like sun, Mercury. But it can help you. If you do the full chart's the best because it can help you with employees, coworkers, marketing, advertising, mission statement. I mean, just every aspect of your business and stuff that you wouldn't think of. You could see in the business birth chart. It's thorough like the borough I'm from. All right. Any other questions, comments?
No.
No. All right, Shaw.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. It's been fun. It's fun. Like I said, I'm gonna try to start doing stuff with Clubhouse, but I just love talking astrology and giving you guys some insight and having some fun. And my son got to eat dinner, so he's cool hanging out with dad, but he's got to go to school tomorrow and get ready for bed. And I got to eat some din. All right, so be safe out there. Rock with this Venus and Taurus. Try to give yourself some self-care, and buy a new shirt, buy some new kicks, new shoes, new belt, new purse, whatever, ladies, gents, whatever. But think about healing some of your relationships and also just loving yourself. And investing and saving some money too. You can always, and my train of thought, right? So what I was saying before, if you don't trust the banks and the credit union, put that money in the cash, maybe invest in some gold or silver, but maybe you have, little thing in the backyard and you got your, your little safe and save your money that way. But you always want to have some stuff saved away. Okay. Be wise, be smart. Don't get caught up in like that FOMO, fear of missing out. Like, because this person's got the new car, they got the new jewelry and chain. And let me tell you, with the 5G and the EMF, and I know we can't really talk about stuff on whatever, but with all, just even regular iPhone, all this technology, get some gems and energy. Get some citrine, some crystals, onyx. What's the other one? Malachite. There's malachite. Get different gem because this helps you. And also plants, real plants, not fake plants, in every room, your bedroom. You know what I mean? But you need to have some stuff to help diffuse some of the EMF energy and all this stuff. Even get things to put over your computer. You got to protect yourself. This is like satellite. I mean, what, like at the beginning of the pandemic, they put like 100 new satellites with Elon Musk or whoever these people put like 100 new satellites up there. Like it's crazy. It's too much energy and power gyrating and generating, on our human flesh and bodies, especially if you haven't had children yet, you want to procreate. I'm kind of done. I made 3, got 4 sons. Like I'm done. I'm good. I can't wait for a granddaughter. Oh my God. No rush, no pressure. But oh my God, I'm gonna spoil because I had plans. My daughter was gonna be half Lauryn Hill, half Beyonce. She was gonna be a tomboy. She was gonna rhyme and sing and spit bars and give the world hell. Okay, you better. I'm telling you, in the future, pay attention. My granddaughter is going to. I don't care which one of my kids makes her. Grandpa's gonna take her. And I'm going to put everything in her. She's going to be the baddest chick on earth. half Beyonce, half Lauryn Hill, little Nina Simone, Ella Fitzgerald, upbeat, a little what's my girl? Oh God, the singer, little Sade. I mean, watch, she'll spit bars, sing. Okay, you're not ready for my granddaughter in 2050. Hope you're around. I'm gonna be here. My granddaughter's gonna be no joke. All right. Any comments?
No.
All right, so good night. I love you. God bless. If you want to donate, I appreciate it. And just if not, just keep watching my channel. Oh, tomorrow I'm gonna put up the North Node in Virgo, and then Cancer, and probably hit you with a little Uranus, and I forgot I've got a couple of Uranus videos to do and get back to the Pluto and Neptune stuff. I'm going to finish those in the next month, probably, hopefully. It takes time, because I don't just research the energy. I know a lot of it, but I also like to try to like meditate with it and give you, especially when I'm doing the ones that aren't like the future, I got to get those downloads. All right. So Eric Taylor, Taylor 2 Coaching. Peace. God bless. Be safe out there. I hope you enjoy the replay. All right. And enjoy. Yeah, what's today? Wake Up Wednesday. All right. Miracle List. Tomorrow is Try It Thursday. These are my personal hashtags and things, my statements for my coaching and everything. Tomorrow's Try It Thursday. So try something new. Try something new. Try meditating and manifesting and work with your Mercury and your Jupiter. Try something new. Look at your North Node, your midheaven. Try something new. Try it Thursday. All right? All right. Adios. Goodbye. Anybody?
Fifi, say goodnight, everyone.
Good night, Fifi. Good night, all of you. Thank you. Tell a friend to tell a friend, Tell people to subscribe and check out my lives, and I'll let you know in a community post. And make sure you vote. What series do you guys want to see next? Moon through the houses, Mercury, Venus, or Mars. Right now, I think Moon and Venus are in the head, and I'm going to do them all eventually. But I was curious what people want to see next. So right now, it's either Moon or Venus, and I think I'll close the voting on like April 21st. So yeah, vote or whatever, and people watching this in the replay, go vote in my community thing, and let me know. All right, and and I don't bite. You could always reach out to me and stuff. God bless. Peace. Later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, let's save it, and then we gotta